In pursuit of excitement, my friend and I made an appointment to go to the cinema to watch a horror movie at midnight. Near the beginning of the movie, we got tickets and 3D glasses. The front of the ticket contains basic information about the movie. On the back are 6 safe movie guidelines. A scene for a 3D movie. Please wear 3D glasses during the viewing process. Do not take off too. You can only sit in your place. Do not make vacancies at will. Do not move around during the viewing process. You can leave the movie after the ending song is played. For when communicating with people, make sure you can see that person, even if the sound is familiar. Do not sleep in the viewing hall. 6 during the movie playback. No matter what happens, there is no turning back. Read the rules. We're almost there. My friend and I checked the tickets and entered the viewing hall. As soon as I found my seat, the lights went out in the seating hall. The movie begins. Except for me and my friends in the big viewing hall, I can't see the third person. Probably no one would choose to watch a horror movie at this time. I found that wearing 3D glasses, the effect of the movie is really realistic. If it wasn't for the rules that wouldn't let me take off my glasses, I've already taken my eyes off every high-profile picture. I had to hold my friend's arm and shiver. Friends are not so afraid. Coke in one hand. Put one hand around my shoulder, pat and appease. Friend suddenly said he was going to the toilet. I reminded him that the rules are written not to leave here during the movie viewing. The friend insisted on leaving the position. Go to the back door of the cinema. I can't look back, so I had to give up. Leave by friends. Now I'm the only one in the entire viewing hall. No friends are there. I have to bear these sudden and close scares alone. Just when I was about to collapse, my friend's voice finally came behind me. Why bother with all the rules? The toilet is right next to it. Do you want to go on one too? I'm not going. Come here quickly. After a while, friend came over, sitting next to me. It's just that he lowered his head without saying a word. I couldn't see the look on his face at all. I thought my friend was too sleepy to fall asleep. I immediately reached out to push my friend awake, but found that the hand went directly through him. I can't touch him. So he now exists in the virtual world. Something suddenly occurred to me. The one who was talking to me just now was very loud. It may have been sent by a virtual friend. To understand the situation, so I take a breath. Took off 3 drops of glasses. My guess was also verified. I slowly reached out my hand and touched my friend. Wait, since taking off the 3-drop glasses can really touch your friends, then they are also real at this moment. Your stupid friend has already paid for breaking the rules. I thought you could be smarter. Then dedicate your lovely skin to us. I recently moved into a new apartment with my dog, Stone. I just got a new job. Can barely pay rent and various living expenses. So I had to settle down in this dirty and cheap little apartment. It's partly because rents are cheap. On the other hand, it's pets. The apartment is small. It's only 3 rooms. The first room you enter is the kitchen and living room. There is a corridor at the back. The door at the end of the hallway leads to the bathroom. The door on the right is the bedroom. We've been living in this apartment for a few weeks. Everything is fine. When we really settled down, Stone fell in love with the sofa in the living room. This sofa is not mine. It comes with the apartment. Stone starts sleeping on the sofa at night, but he likes to get up in the middle of the night and change places. He would get up and go to the bedroom door, hope to come in and find me. I always sleep with the door closed. So in the middle of the night, he would start whining. Grab the door with your paws. Stone nails are long. He hated clipping his nails, so if you're awake, you can hear him walking around the apartment. He scratches with his claws very loudly. After a few nights like this, I started to leave the door open for him, but after that, he will come to my bed at any time at night. So one weekend, I was in my room watching a TV show. Haven't slept yet at 2 in the morning. I had just finished watching Stranger Things Season 2. I saw something out of the corner of my eye. He's peeking at me from the door. I turn around and I look at him. He looks like the top half of a face. Looking in from the left side of the door, I can only see 2 eyes. Dark and bright. Is staring at me. I froze. I don't know if it's because of fear or shock. I didn't move. I blinked. He's still there. A few more seconds passed. I started to panic. Shout out who you are. Go out, and he's staring at me again. For a few seconds, and then slowly back away. Disappeared from sight. After losing sight of him, I tried to calm myself down. Then I jumped up, slammed the door shut, then locked. Stone was lying in bed with me just now. We're doing it now. Let's be vigilant. I dialed 911. Said someone broke into my apartment. After a while, I heard the police knocking on the door. I finally mustered up the courage to leave the room, run to the front door. The police conducted an investigation, called the landlord. No one was found in the apartment, and the front door was still locked when the police arrived. I locked it when I got home. There was no sign of a break-in, but I insisted that I saw someone. Police conducted another thorough search of the apartment before leaving, but still nothing. My landlord changed the locks for me the next day, gave me all the new keys. He said maybe the previous tenant still had the key. Came in yesterday, and that makes me uncomfortable. But the more I think about it, the more it doesn't look human. It took me a long time to get back to my normal life. I also bought a baseball bat around that time. It's next to my bed now. I still leave my bedroom door open at night, but only one slit was left for the stone to enter and exit. And one night, the rocks came in. Hop into bed as usual. He sat down and rested his head on my lap. It happens. I've been sleeping. I'm too lazy to open my eyes. Just when he was in a daze and about to fall asleep, I heard a voice. It's the familiar scratching of the floor. The sound of fingernails hitting the floor as rocks walk. But the business is coming from the living room. Approaching the bedroom door. I was facing the side of the room with the door, and I opened my eyes. It's the stone pushing the door open and walking in. Come here. A terrible cold came to my heart, and I slowly looked up and down the bed. There he is. It was the thing that rested its head on my lap. He looked me straight in the eye. That thing is humanoid, but it can't be human. His face is horrible. It has a pair of bright black eyes, long, greasy black hair, and a mouth without lips. His body was elongated. It looked like skin made purely of bone, tightly wrapped outside, and his face started to come closer and closer to mine. I can finally move. I threw the blanket on that thing, then jumped out of bed and ran to the front door. I could hear him hurrying behind me. The stone also runs behind. When I got to the door, I turned around, saw the stone and that thing following me. Something new came to the door. As soon as he came out, I slammed the door shut. I heard and felt it slam against the door, scratching and bumping. I can still hear his hoarse breathing. In the end, it all comes down to the disease. But my phone is still inside, so I got a neighbor to help me call the police. This time the police are not so friendly. I told them that I had trapped the man in the apartment. After a lengthy search of the entire apartment, the police found nothing. I just can't believe it. They scolded me, said I would be arrested if I called the police again about this. I feel like I'm going crazy. I dare not go back into the house alone, so the landlord accompanied me in and packed my bags. I won't live here anymore. My parents set aside a room for me to live in. I'm lying in my parents' guest room typing these words. Before writing these paragraphs, one thing I noticed. There is a closet with a folding door in the corner of the room. The door was slightly open. Through the crack of the door, I can see two dark eyes staring at me. It's late for dinner with friends. Nearby buses and subways have long passed their last trains. I can only see if I can get a taxi online. Waited for a long time. Finally, a driver took the order. The license plate number is SW4444. I breathed a sigh of relief. Playing with your mobile phone while waiting for the arrival of this online ride-hailing car. A series of trumpets sounded. I looked up quickly. There is a black car in front of it. It's probably the ride I took. Losing the naughty apartment, right? I nodded and got into the car. I sat in the back seat. A note was found on the back of the driver's seat. Safety rules for nighttime online car hailing. Don't take the initiative to talk to the driver. When the driver initiates a conversation, be sure to answer. 2. Keep the windows closed. No matter what happens, don't open the window. 3. Try not to let the car pass by the road without streetlights. 4. Please bow your head when the driver looks back at you. Avoid looking at it. 5. You can eat your own food, but don't touch the water and food in the car. Refuse anyone's carpool request if the above violates the rules, at your own risk. After reading the rules, the driver happened to stare back at me. I feel creepy. Head down now. There is mineral water in the back seat. No, thank you. Fortunately, the driver didn't embarrass me either. Turned around and started the car. I noticed that the car didn't seem to be following the navigation route. I'm not sure if this is the way home, but the rules say you can't take the initiative to talk to the driver. He's now driving down a street without lights. The road is very dark. It was pitch black. You can only vaguely see the road where the lights shine. All of a sudden, a loose woman was lying on the window of the car. I was so scared that the blood all over my body froze. The driver stopped the car. Woman desperately slaps car window with 2 skinny hands. The mouth seems to be saying something, but I couldn't hear it through the window. I just subconsciously thought I had to follow the rules. Can't open window, otherwise it will cause unnecessary trouble. The driver said something out of the blue. He looked pathetic. Would you like to carpool with him? If it were a normal situation, of course I would be willing to, but now I'm going to focus on safety. So I immediately rejected the driver. The driver continued to start the car, but at that moment, woman bangs her head into the window. There was a loud bang. The car finally hit the streetlit road. After a while, he stopped in front of the familiar apartment door. But here's the weird thing. The apartment looks the same, but the outer walls are all red. This is definitely not my apartment. Master, you opened the wrong one. Not here. Finished this sentence in a hurry. I just realized I was wrong. I shouldn't have taken the initiative to talk to the driver. The driver didn't speak. Started the car again. My heart keeps praying. This time it's going to the right destination. My heart is beating faster and faster. Will something horrible happen? The car has been driving for a long time. Finally stopped where I got in the car. The driver turned his head. Lost the Peach Creek apartment, right?